We are live. Welcome to Gamers Health. I am Rach Tenkar, and with me is my better half, Rachel. I am very blessed that my better half is around me much more than she has been, because Rach is now, well, I guess, a week and 2 days into retirement, a week and a day into retirement. How's that work?
I guess a week and 2 days.
Week and 2 days. Into her retirement from social work. So, as I've stated before, and we've talked about this, the idea is Rachel's going to transition to doing videos and online classes, but yoga, mindfulness, meditation, maybe singing bowls. I'm sure.
Definitely singing.
I should have said maybe. I should have said surely singing bowls. But yeah, it's exciting times. So before we delve into the rest of the topics, which includes apparently possibly talk about me being in yoga pants sometime in the future on video, but we'll get to that. Part of this transition,
we'll just have to talk about how zany we want to go.
Well,
pretty good patterns for you.
Well, yeah, Jesus. And
purple paisley.
Oh, Joe's going to tell you purple paisley. Do you want to talk?
Basic black.
Do we want to talk about that first, and then go? Then we'll circle back to your retirement and the changes that kind of fulfilled. All right.
Oh, we can.
No, we're already McRibbing about this. We should probably go on with this. McRibbing. So here's the deal. Last night, I was doing Iron Rations, the live stream with Joe the lawyer. And I mentioned to Joe that when Rach started doing yoga classes, I didn't even go so far as appearing in one of them. And he's like, well, I want to see you dressed as like a Olivia Newton-John. I mean, he had this. And I was like, well, I would do
You're
it.
the one that I want.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. But
when she goes out.
But we would do it for charity. And so there were... between Joe and Matt Jackson and I think one other, I think there's already like $300 pledged toward charity if I would do this. So I'm afraid to scare anybody, but as it stands right now, at some time probably after the convention season, which is another topic we're going to touch upon. But convention season for this year is going to first we'll wrap up at the end of October. We go theoretically to Game Hole. So the idea is that shortly thereafter, Rach will put on a yoga class, a serious yoga class with me as the student.
Yes.
Dressed as I shall be dressed. I will do. We'll have to practice ahead of time. So we don't want to just throw me to the wolves. But the idea is, yes,
we're going to make it at least somewhat safe for you.
Yes, but the idea will be that it's also going to be good fun and
for good stuff.
For good stuff. So we want to raise money via pledges. We'll try to do it for a charity. I am thinking St. Jude Children's Hospital. And I think
that's a wonderful charity.
I think we would donate the money in Doug Ray's name. So that's all. What came up. It wasn't planned. By the way, Joe, go screw. Damn you for putting me into that position. Well, yoga position, but it's going to be for a good cause. And here's the thing. Like I said, Rach is going to, like I said, be transitioning from the social work aspect to more of a media presence and doing stuff.
A little bit more of a media presence. And, I have a lot to learn about how to use it, how to do it. So.
Which is funny because
it's going to be a big transition.
Because Rach is the one that got me into blogging. She's the one that pushed me.
Well, you knew what to do about it. I just gave encouragement.
Yes. But, encouragement is...
I didn't know shit from Shinola about blogging or where you do it, what you do, how to do. So
encouragement is half the battle, honestly. And if you encourage and you give proper support, you really helped whoever it is that you're trying to help. I mean, that really is priceless.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck was it?
That was this one back here.
The Alexa.
Maybe she's indicating there's some sort of
subscribe and save. Yes, our regular subscription is coming up. I guess it wants to notify me.
So I've spent this week in my new retirement.
Yes,
just being able to tie up some loose ends with my 300 hour, and then also looking at some of the courses that I want to take to be able to further myself in teaching. So, one of the things that I've been rolling around is doing a therapeutic yoga program to, learn how to apply yoga and these healing sciences to people who have chronic illnesses, psychiatric illnesses. And, I've learned some stuff about that, and, can imagine other things kind of working just through what I did for a living. But yeah, so I'm looking at some of those classes. It's, would be starting in September. And then there's another one with accessible yoga to be able to make these concepts and ways of healing accessible to people who might be in bigger bodies. Again, also with different types of either disabilities or chronic conditions and things like that. So
I want some yoga to fix the stenosis in my shoulder.
Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of people look at it like that. They'll say, "Oh, well, I want it to fix this." Will it fix it? Probably not. There's some situations where, we need medicine, we need other, Western interventions, but the Eastern philosophies and healing arts are things that can work in conjunction and give people a lot of relief from the types of aches and pains and discomfort that they experience. And not through like huge movements, like you don't have to be able to put your foot behind your head to be able to feel better. There's some gentler movements that can give people a lot of relief and help. So
I'm not gonna be putting a foot behind I couldn't put a foot behind your head if I was sitting behind you. Okay, so certainly can't put it behind my head. That ain't gonna happen. But it's been an adjustment because let's be honest, when Rach was working, her schedule was my schedule. She had to get up for work. Her office was the bedroom. Mm-hmm. So when she got up, I got up and I went out. I made breakfast. She fed the cat. She fed the dog. She got herself ready. We'd sit down, eat our breakfast, watch a handful of YouTube videos, and she'd go and work. And she'd be dealing with clients, patients, whatever you want to call consumers. I think they've been called everything depending on where you worked at.
Yeah.
But now the schedule isn't like, we got to wake up at, it has to be out of bed by 8. Now it's like, we can be out of bed by 9.
We can roll out of bed, but like, there's an appointment that we have to get to.
Right.
So it's like, let's set the alarm. But not a slave to the alarms anymore.
And that is true.
Or like this blocked time for everything.
Right.
Like this one gets from 9 to 9:50. The next one gets from 9:50 to 10:40. And, like, being able to make it and hold to those times too. So
yeah, I know. I don't have to go. When are you gonna have a break for lunch so I can plan when I'm making our lunch around?
And it was always bizarre times, like, oh well, maybe by 1:10, but if not, then maybe 2:00 or 2:50.
It's like, all right, I'm just gonna make it for when I'm hungry. And
yeah,
you'll have to heat up your food when it's ready. But you know what? Listen, I made this pledge to Rach when I retired 5 years ago, and I said to her, "Listen, by the time you're 50, if you wish to retire, you will retire. And if I need to go back to work to make us afford that you retire, and when I think go back to work, I'm talking part time, and I had some avenues I could have looked at. I go, we don't need it. Thank God, we're in a position where we don't need it. But if we did, I would have gone back because I understand the ability to go from. I had a great job. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed my time as a police officer and as a sergeant. And even when I didn't enjoy it, there's a lot of worse jobs out there. But I enjoy my time now more than I did when I was working. And that is something that I wouldn't have appreciated. Listen, if I had retired at the age of 40, I never would have appreciated it. I think you had to spend the time to get to the point where you feel like you've earned the right to take a step back and focus. Now that you've done, in the case of Rach and in the case of myself, you've done your service. Now you take a step back and you're able to do stuff that whether you're passionate about or more interested about or more driven about, just something that is more about your wants and desires as opposed to your needs, right? You know, the need when I was working was, oh, I need this salary to, pay the bills and put a roof over the head and health insurance and everything else. And I did my 20, and then I got again, I don't complain. It's a generous pension, and it was, health care for life. So, I mean, a lot of people in positions like I go on to new careers, full-time careers. My old bartender did that years ago, John.
He did a lot of reinventions, right? He worked in finance, as a
security manager.
Safety and security manager,
and went pretty far up, and then did that for like literally a second career. I think with two different companies.
Got another pension.
I think he got two small pensions.
Oh, okay.
He worked with two companies long enough to get vested, and then he bartended for 15
years.
So I kind of skipped ahead to the bartending part with the part-time job. Not that I'm bartending. That is the joke, though, amongst us, is that, I am the bartender in the OSR because it's the tavern, but yeah, it really is. So that's what's going on there. Now, I had an appointment with my cardiologist on Monday. So a few interesting things from that appointment. After the exam in the examination room, you go to his office and sit down at the desk and all that stuff. And I'm waiting for him in his office and hearing his conversation with another patient after me. And the conversation is going toward COVID and stuff. So when he comes into the office to me, he's got his mask down, sees me, he goes, "Oh, it's slipping. I'm readjusting it," puts it back up. And I'm like, "Doc, we're both immunized, right?" And he looked at me, he was like, "That's right." He goes, "If you want to take yours off, you can." I go, "All right." Well, so we both took our masks off, and then we discussed my results. He was very happy with everything. I could obviously still afford to lose weight. I've put on weight this year, and I know exactly why. It's my eating habits are not as fixated as they were last year on stay on target. Now it's, we can have fast food a couple of days a week, and even better fast food is still not good fast food. I'm just saying, Rach, don't kill the messenger.
Oh no, it just made me think of something that happened today at Macy's.
What?
looked like one of the staff was kind of enforcing mask stuff because there was a guy just walking around without a mask. And so the lady's like, oh, what about a mask and whatever. And he's like, oh, you have to have a mask in here? And he's like, oh, I don't have it. What do I do? I
Really
need whatever. She's like, oh, you can go to the manager's office. And
I'm gonna go to the effing manager's office.
And you can just get one from there. It looked like it was a random shopper. I don't think it was like one of their employees. I didn't see a badge on him.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see a badge on him. I saw
everybody.
Yeah, I saw a badge on her.
Wow. I mean, here. My doc, my doc is very pro-vaccine, and he's pretty much anti-mask, and that's fine. I was happy to be vaccinated, and he was like, "All right, well, we're going to do blood work. Do we check your antibodies?" I go, "Oh, not recently." He goes, "All right, well, I don't think we've checked them since you got immunized. Let's check your antibodies." So he ran the antibodies test, and I got a call on Wednesday about that, and my antibody levels are nice and high. He goes, they look really good. And all the rest of my blood works look good. So, I mean, and this is going to be the slightly veering off topic, but I had my major health scare came to a head last May when I was hospitalized. And then a year ago, my third hospitalization because I passed out. It wound up I passed out because of low blood sugar and low blood pressure and dehydration. Perfect trifecta of problems, but it revealed that my jugular. I can't.
It is clogged, basically.
Yeah,
it's blocked.
My left, not my jugular, my carotid.
My
left carotid.
Yeah. Your jugular is good.
Yeah, my jugular is good. My left carotid is totally blocked. It was good to have that knowledge, right? So now I know that like my cholesterol levels are really like spot on. I'm good for that stuff, but for I guess keeping the calorie count under control, I am not as good as I was a year ago. So
we're working on getting better.
Yes, and I got to put
more salads, and we're back on our special noodles.
Yes. Oh, so till tonight, I gave Rach a choice. I had a meal I could have made with it was actually pork and cauliflower, and I forget what else. From Home Chef, which is what we get. We get 3 meals a week sent from Home Chef, fresh meals. I've yet to have a meal that was less than very good, and some that have been spot on, effing awesome. Holy crap. But Rach was like, "Oh, we got these Italian sausages, chicken sausages. Earlier this week when we went to Costco, and she was fiending for that. So she's mentioning that they can make.
I was like, oh, we can make that sausage.
So what I did is I now the sausages. Again, when you have high blood pressure and you have a heart condition, you're watching your sodium intake. And initially, my sodium intake was going to be limited to 1,500 milligrams a day. Now I'm supposed to aim for about 2,000, 2,200. Not a hard number. Believe it or not, easy number to hit, but at least a little more range than.
Yeah, because it's so sneaky. Sodium it's I can't say the word. Sodium is in everything.
Yes.
And it just sneakishly, kind of goes by, and especially if you eat the fast food or, food that you're not preparing yourself,
right.
There's always room for salt to get in there.
So what I did, I was like, all right, few great things. I have a low sodium, pasta sauce, which is really good. We had the skinny pasta, which is the cone jack noodles. And these are actually, it's a brand that wasn't that bad because, yes, you had to rinse it, but some of them you have to rinse it under cold water for like 2 minutes.
And then you have to cook it and rinse it again.
Yeah, no. This is just a rinse, and then you just heat it up. You don't have to heat it up in a pan. If you want to heat it up in a microwave, you get that option too. Great thing is there's about, 8 to 10 calories per serving. Now, I give us each 2 servings. I give us each a full bag of this. So 20 calories of pasta, no carbs, low carbs and low sodium. in
The sauce.
the sauce. I use some frozen peppers and onions, threw them in the pan. I get those from the Amazon fresh, and I get them frozen in the bag. I usually use them.
And then maybe a little
morning.
more sodium in the mozzarella.
Yeah, a little bit, but I didn't put too much. I wasn't even a full serving. And then I heated up they're already pre-cooked, the sausages. Again, they have 590 milligrams of sodium. This whole dish probably had about 700 from other sources. Not bad. I mean, I've seen,
altogether. You mean 700?
700 altogether for my plate and Rachel's plate. Not too bad. Now you figure, rest of our meals, I watch, like when I do the home chef stuff, 9 times out of 10, I don't use their pre-supplied spice packets, because almost invariably, I mean, not just the ones that say garlic salt, but I'll look at the stuff and I go, and put my finger in and touch it and go, oh my God, I can taste the sodium. So I go, that's where all that hidden sodium is coming. Because when it says add a quarter teaspoon of salt, I don't add jack. I don't add salt when it calls for salt in these recipes, because we've learned not to need it, not to require it, not to look for it in our taste.
So we do get surprised when we go out to eat or something, and like we'll realize something has a lot of added salt. It's not good anymore. It burns us, it burns our mind.
Right. So it was it was a very tasty dinner. I got no complaints about it whatsoever. So no
complaints, not at all.
Not at all. I mean, I got
no complaints. This woman, she liked it.
Rach liked it. She ate her whole plate up.
Yeah, I just left some of the sauce.
But that is part of the secret. Let's be honest with you. Do I love pasta? I love pasta. I could eat pasta for dinner pretty much every day, and I'm not too worried about it. Oh, it's a cold pasta. That's okay. I'll eat cold pasta. It is one of those comfort foods. And do the konjac noodles perfectly replace pasta? No. But they take the flavors of whatever you cook it with. So when I was heating the noodles up in the pan, I already had the sausage in the pan, and I threw the peppers and onions in the pan. And after I had the pasta heating up for about 2 or 3 minutes, I put the sauce on top. And let it
you're not eating pasta, but
it's
a
close.
good substitute.
It's a damn good substitute. And here I'm gonna just out of curiosity, see what the blood sugar number is after that. So my blood sugar number is
117.
117, and it's been pretty steady since about 2 p.m. So that's pretty good. Actually, it went up this morning. And I had what I would consider to be a breakfast, my usual breakfast, that isn't very high in carbs. It's an omelet with 1 egg and about probably 2 egg whites per person. Again, the onions and peppers, a sausage patty, cheddar cheese, and salsa. I've been sneaking hot sauce, and I didn't tell Rach, but I've been doing hot sauce the last couple of days.
I've been enjoying.
Yeah, I give you a little extra flavor, a little extra bang for your buck.
What is this, the Franks?
No, it's it's not the Franks. I think it's the Texas.
Texas, okay.
So, you have to kind of keep things fresh, and you have to make things palatable. So. Something that Rach and I have discussed that we want to do over the next couple of weeks, we haven't figured out how to do it yet, is that we want to do a little bit of a taste test of some low-carb alcoholic drinks or non-alcoholic drinks. So that'll include things like, I guess, the flavored alcoholic seltzers,
which it's hard to win me over.
Yes.
To those.
Yes. Some light beers. We'll check out the ones that are lower in carbs, and we've got a couple different flavors of hop tea. Now,
we could do like some non-alcoholic options.
Yes.
Like between
the hop
tea, maybe.
What else?
We could find some of that ginger beer, the diet ginger beer.
Oh, yeah, the diet ginger beer.
I don't know, maybe Shit, where did they have it last time? In Christmas Tree Shop?
Yeah,
where we found it.
Or I can get it.
And
they
used to have it in Stop and Shop. Oh, we can.
Yeah, we can get it out. I've done that in the past. But like something like hop tea. Now, hop tea is literally made with carbonated water.
Put it up. Oh,
well, no, I got to read it's made with carbonated
you can't
water.
read and do that.
No, hops. In this case, Simcoe and Citra hops, organic black tea, and citric acid. So it has a little caffeine.
There you go.
Here's the important parts. Okay.
Yeah.
Calories 0, carbs 0. Now, is it a perfect beer substitute? No. However, do I find myself after drinking this going no longer fiending sometimes? Like if you're a beer person and you enjoy your beer, you can go oh, I really need a beer. This doesn't exactly taste like a beer, and it makes no attempts to claim it tastes like a beer, but it's a decent substitute for a beer, and it's a lot better than some of the really pissy light beers I've had.
Yeah, the carbonation is really nice. The hops that they choose for the different teas are really nice. So the thing is that they're making
a good
these hops with different types of tea. The one he has is black tea.
There's a green tea. There's
chamomile infusion.
There's a white. It's a white tea, right? There's a one.
There's a white tea. Yeah. That's that lime green one, and then I think it might have citra hops too, or
they're very pleasant and they're flavorful.
And then we had a special edition one that was
hibiscus.
Hibiscus, yeah.
So
another one that was sort of piney.
Yeah. So I mean, there are ways to get around. I know there are people who cannot drink alcohol. If I could not drink alcohol, and for a while I couldn't, until I asked my doc. He's like, "Oh yeah, you can." Okay. But that's when I found hop tea, and I was trying the Heineken Zero. What do they call it? The Heineken.
I think you did that right.
Heineken Zero. It doesn't taste bad. Okay, it doesn't taste great. It doesn't taste bad. But it
tastes like Heineken.
It tastes like Heineken, but it is apparently loaded with carbs. Now, at least the ones that I have. I've also seen it advertised online, though, with like a very low carb count. I haven't found that version of it yet. A Heineken Zero, I haven't found it in the...
Yeah, if the packaging says one thing and then...
Yeah. I've actually seen the bottles. Like my bottle had 14, 16 carbs in the bottle. I can't. It's just...
Right, it's just not worth it.
I'd rather have this. Now, one thing I haven't tried is I haven't tried mixing a hop tea in a light beer and see how that comes. I used to mix beers a lot. I used to take shitty beers and a good beer.
Like a shandy of sorts.
Yeah, kind of. Might try it. Might be part of the taste test. We shall see, darling. We shall see. So that's something that's on the plate for, I guess, the future. We have to get out and actually set this up. Now, hop tea I actually get shipped to the house.
The procurement issues are more around like the wine and going to the places for the beers.
Right, and the wines we're gonna pick up.
The wines is probably the most, because I think we have to for those light wines we have to go to the island. I think or. I don't know. And then the other one, the white one.
Oh God, I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember. Pure.
Pure. The pure one. It's hit or miss that they have at our store around the corner. So we'll go to one of these
specialty.
Yeah, one of the big wine places.
I mean. Although actually, I can order it online if I really wanted to. They will ship it, and we tend to be.
Well, we might learn about other ones too.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, there was one that Weight Watchers was touting for a long time. Can't remember what it was, but yeah.
I will say this hop tea gives me beer belchies.
That's probably the most satisfying part of it.
That actually tasted hoppy. Wait, you smell the hoppy, right?
Smells happy. It's so nasty.
All right. So if you want a selling point for I think a little bit of the sausage came up on that one.
That's it.
But because of I can taste the spice. But yes, hop tea will make you belch like my son. Which is, I don't know if that's really a selling point because my son doesn't need
I'm
this.
so happy you didn't say my wife.
Well, I have to sleep next to you, Rach. I don't want to wake up with a breathing problem. Because, do you know what you said? So now I don't have to say it. You said it. The best bus is the one that you park upon yourself.
Yeah.
So I didn't say it. I can deny all effing knowledge. Yes, I am trying not to drop the F-bomb today.
And you're doing quite well.
Hopefully my niece appreciates my efforts. But no, she's told me that she watches every episode of Gamers Health. Sometimes live, sometimes she goes on Sunday morning.
Aww.
And when I apologized for my language, she told me that she has a daddy. And I guess that means she's heard it before. But I'm just trying to, make things a little bit easier on the pinky because she plans on replacing me when I am old and decrepit. Tenkara will be stepping up to the plate and doing podcasts and videos. And I can't leave her legacy being potty mouth. Or I can, but I mean, it's not every episode.
Yeah.
We got to break away once in a while. So let's see, what else? Oh, we didn't find. I've known of a park out here in Queens in New York called Forest Park.
I've never been there. I've heard of things happening there, but never
went
down there.
I haven't been there in...
And I had no idea there was a parking lot. If I knew, I'd be like, oh, we should go there.
Yeah.
But
so we went there today because I figured it's called Forest, right? Forest is in the name. There's got to be paths. And we did find paths after we've traveled along the main road, which is closed off to traffic. It was a great way to walk. We got a nice little walk in with our Dotsie.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a golf course there too.
Yeah.
We have a friend that works at the golf course. I knew there was a golf course there, but
we saw it in action,
right,
as we were walking.
And then we saw some side paths that there's some stairs there that look real decrepit. Yes,
lots.
Yes, and that one stairway going down, I was kind of like, well, yeah, we can go there next time if I bring my firearm with me. The ability to be licensed to carry means that you'll take it. Like it was an overcast day. I was kind of like, but it was a nice change of pace. The Dotson loved it. She was all excited.
We had to move her from like a less kept up path to.
Oh yeah, on the one side.
Yeah.
The one side
because you couldn't stop her from just like getting absorbed in the
like all
smells.
The scents. Oh, she's like, there's this great scent over here. I was like, I don't know how long something's been dead over there, but let's just keep moving. Keep moving.
Doxies are special that way. They're scent hounds.
The other side though had an actual cement path. This was one of those asphalt sidewalks that hasn't been maintained probably in 40 years.
Yeah.
So it was kind of.
But the paths that we were looking at, I think, all trails said that there were some, at least one path in there that was moderate in terms of difficulty.
All right, so we have to figure this out.
In terms of like hiking and,
Who knows? Listen, we have.
It's exciting. It feels like you're out of the city.
Yeah, we have pretty much. Here's the thing. Now with Rach no longer dealing with, I don't know if you want to call it retired or no longer in. No, not contemporary is not the word. In a standard employment status. In other words, her employment's going to be at will, yoga-wise, as we get the stuff organized. We can say, hey, let's go out Tuesday morning and go to Forest Park and explore some of those paths. Mm-hmm. Hey, as the weather gets a little bit cooler, hey, let's bring the dog to the Rockaways.
Mm-hmm.
And
the refuge, is that going? We have like
you can't bring the dog to the refuge then.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, because they're probably afraid that she would disturb like the creatures that are there.
She'll be like, oh, it won't be like squirrel. It'll be like, ooh, goose, ooh, turtle, ooh, ooh, ooh. And yeah, no, you can't. And also, I don't think they want anybody stepping in and poop on the path.
That's why we bring bags.
I know, but for the longest time, for many years, I did not bring puppy poop bags because
our puppy really didn't
go outside.
Like using the outside.
I was thrilled when she started to pee outside. I was like, oh my God, she's peeing outside.
And then I guess she caught on. She was like, wait till you see this.
Last trip to the Poconos, she pooped outside twice on walk. First time I thought it was an aberration. The second time I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a new habit. Now I gotta start preparing for it. She's a small dog. She drops like cat-sized poops. It's not like, your Doberman dropping a load and you don't
like, we need an earth mover here to pick that up.
Like, oh my God. help me. But I don't know if you can hear the I guess it's Tagalog being spoken in the background here.
There was that, and then we have like tambourines.
Oh yeah, that's
the Christian songs.
Yeah,
the lady in her apartment back here.
Yeah, I think they're Filipino too, but they sing their songs in English.
Oh really? Not Puerto Rican?
No, I don't think it's Puerto Rican.
Or some kind of Spanish?
No. I think that
and she sings like she must be here for a couple of generations.
Yeah. She sings well. No,
it's so clear.
It's not like our other neighbors, the ones that are the background noise right now, like when they do their karaoke, and when I say it sounds like they're killing somebody softly, it's not softly, and they probably are killing somebody, and what they're killing is me. Okay, because they can't. I'm not saying they don't mean well, but I don't know if they know what they mean.
They probably don't.
Yeah, because they'll sing every song. They'll talk in, again, I believe it's Tagalog, but then every song that they karaoke is in English.
Oh yeah,
they do Journey.
Yeah, they do.
They like Journey.
And they're pretty
used
multinational. They we've heard them with like some bachata. We've heard them with like occasionally salsa.
Yeah, but it's overwhelming. Primarily so the softer classic rock. It's Journey, it's Foreigner, it's the Eagles.
Yeah.
And
Happy Birthday is a real hit.
Yeah, apparently Happy Birthday is
although we haven't heard it tonight.
No, but Happy Birthday apparently is the secret way to, if the cops come for a noise complaint, you were having a birthday party and you were singing Happy Birthday. So they've had times where over the course of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've heard Happy Birthday sung at least a half dozen times on each day. And it can't be the same person's birthday. But apparently that's how you get around, if so-and-so got too loud. It's one guy gets really loud when he gets really drunk. And when he gets really loud, then all of a sudden you hear the Happy Birthday to you. And you're like, oh my God. And then they'll come back and sing it again.
We'll hear him laugh.
Yeah. It's like, we reset the clock because we sung Happy Birthday. You can't get us now. Oh, jeez. In any case, this is, I don't know if I have a glow. I mean, I might have a glow because of the light, but I know there's going to be some fuck out there goes, oh, Tenkar should have changed for the show. And I'm sorry. I'm retired. It happens. But seriously, game plan figure, we're about 2 months out from me and what we're talking about, purple yoga pants.
Yeah.
All right, so it's gonna be me in purple yoga pants. I might have to buy a shirt to coordinate with that. Maybe some like lime green. Maybe a tank top. maybe a skin tight tank top would be more appropriate.
What do you mean, like your gray people? You don't have many wife beaters left.
No, I gave them all up when I retired. But
I think you still have a gray one left.
No, I'll get like a tight, like green one, like one that like flicks the sweat off you. Because I don't think we want one that's going to absorb sweat while you have me doing yoga. And it's going to be for charity. And what we're going to do, I mean, at that point, I mean, we might, God, I'm talking about doing this live. We might actually have 1,000 subscribers at that point. And if we do, we could do super chats to raise some extra money with that. But the idea is going to be
a super chat.
Super chats. But we've already got pledges from Joe the lawyer, Matt Jackson. It could have been Greg. I'll say it was Greg and guilt him into it.
So we do it next door using the big screen
yes.
so that you can see comments and whatever.
Yes. or you'll just put me through the moves and you'll read the comments as they come on the screen. And
we have to sort out these kinks and
and I don't want anybody thinking it's kinky watching me in purple yoga pants. It's not going to be kinky, but it's going to be done for a good cause. So we've already got about $300 in people pledging. Now, do I think that everybody was sober when they pledged yesterday? No. I know Joe wasn't sober when he brought it up. Okay. However, I will.
It's gonna be like he's gonna watch this and say, "I said that."
Yeah. Well, Joe remembers. But here's the thing. I am willing to do stuff for a good cause. It's got to be after the convention season this fall, because I don't want to be at like Game Hall and have somebody going, "Hey, Tenkar,
you look hot in the purple.
Did you bring your purple paisleys? You gonna can you wear it at the auction?" I don't want. I already.
You might set a precedent for North Texas.
Jeez, I don't even. You might.
They'll expect you to do cartwheels coming in.
No. I can't do cartwheels.
Yeah, it's your shoulder.
Yeah, I can't even do like judo tumbles or any of that stuff I used to be able to do. But we got these things. We got these things planned. It's going to be for a good cause. Mm-hmm. I believe we're going to do St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and we're going to do it in Doug's name. I haven't even told Bad Mike this one. Bad Mike is going to probably piss his pants when he finds out. But Bad Mike doesn't know that we'll probably ask him to do like a follow up on his. So we'll have Bad Mike in like. Maybe like, aqua paisleys. No.
Oh, I don't know if Bad Mike would get on that.
No? Come on. Maybe. I could probably get Zach to do it, but Zach's like me. He's like, for a good cause, he'll do just about anything.
Oh, yeah. Or we do it because this setup doesn't make it possible to have other people in the video? Share video?
No, we could. We could bring Mike in.
So they'd see different squares.
Yeah.
Of the participants.
Yeah, it's like when we do. Yeah, like when I have a guest on, like when me and Mike or a third guest, you get 1, 2, and 1. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they'll we could get lots. Listen, we might make it a seasonal way of like raising money. I don't know yet. We'll see how
the first one goes.
How much pride I have left after I drag my ass through this. But also, we're going to need at least 2 months to get me into good enough shape that I can pull some of this stuff off.
Right. We have to get you up to speed a little bit about some of the.
I might have to break out my men's yoga book.
Oh yeah, from Diamond Dallas.
Yes. So, folks, this went nowhere where you expected it to. I am sure. Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, there's somebody there.
You would need seasonal yoga pants. Well, you know what?
Oh, and they do make them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we could get like fall leaves in time, or I'm sure we could find snowflakes.
Time out. We've got at least. Who the fuck is honking their horn like that?
Some Egypt going down the block back here.
Somebody needs a beating. We have plenty of time to get seasonal yoga pants, and
a little ice. I've seen ice cream cones. We could put those on you for summer.
Should I wear my boxers on top of them? Because I have my boxers with the army men on. No, that wouldn't. I was
The
trying.
army men.
The army men
Well,
boxers.
that could be very grounding and masculine for you.
on top of the yoga pants.
I can't imagine that would be comfortable for you.
It might be. Might be able to pull that one off. Well, I don't be able to pull it off afterwards, but I could certainly pull it off at the time. You know, I'd be like a superhero, because aren't those superheroes wear their underwear on top of their? It usually looks like they're wearing underwear on top of their leotards.
Oh,
You know, it's like, Brian, you're a bad influence on people that are already a bad influence. But like I said, we're gonna do this for a good cause, and if it's successful, we'll do it for a different cause. Seasonally,
spring, we could put some like, they get some cherry blossoms.
Listen, all I know is this: Joe the lawyer is the one that started this. And Joe the lawyer will at one point participate in it because Joe did yoga in his younger days. And we will get him.
He knows more about the poses. He should have. He should have the yoga pants.
It's like, you got to do it, Joe. You too. So yeah, but listen, it's all in good fun. It's going to be for a good cause. And hey, if I fall on my ass, I fall on my ass.
No, we wouldn't do anything to have you fall.
She says it now. Trust me, if I could fall on my ass, I'll find a way to do it.
And you'll get back up again.
Yeah, because I'll have you to
going.
I'll have you to pick me up. He's floundering on the floor.
I've fallen in yoga before.
I've fallen in yoga.
I've fallen in like those like really crazy balance poses where you're like in the tree pose, no. Not in the tree. I never fell in a tree, thank God. I sway a lot, like a palm tree. But because my balance is shit too. But you just keep working on it. But like with the I've fallen in Warrior 3, you know that pose that I'll do on the stairs? Because
all right, here, folks, just
as you go up
you're
going down like this with your hands out by your arms out by your ears, your hands extended forward, and one of your legs
picturing this,
like,
right?
It's like cantilever is up behind you,
right?
And
now,
so you're on one foot. Basically.
Picture this one foot nearly.
And so I fell down in one of my classes, and the lady's like, she's like, oh. And then I got up. No, I got up. She's like, you go, Rachel, go. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Just folks, just so you know, I dearly love this woman.
And it happens.
Despite the fact that if you try to walk behind her on the fucking stairs, sorry, I dropped the F-bomb. I lost my opportunity to not do it. She'll stop and go into this fucking pose with the foot going right. Yeah, you're like, what the hell?
I didn't always realize you were that close behind me.
It's like I wasn't that close until you stopped moving. And then decided to
I had a little time, so like.
All right, so this is
because the stairs is a really good support to be able to do it enough.
And here's the thing: I tend to let Rach go first. I figure I go upstairs slowly, let her, because she's usually bounding upstairs, and I'm like, all right. And then she bounds, and then she stops, and then she almost kicks me in the face, and then she'll do it like more than once on the same trip up the stairs. I don't know how slow she thinks I am, but I'm not that goddamn slow. And it's just like, what the? And I'm like, Rach, were you trying to kick me? Oh no! And the first time this happened, and I mentioned it. The first time I see that happened, the first time I mentioned it, Rach was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You see, it's true, right? I know what you're talking about. I go, Rach, you're stopping at the stairs and you're stretching your leg out behind me, nearly kicking me in the face. I have no, I'm not.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm not stretching. Why would I stretch on? Would I turn on the stove if my friend Muggsy was in here? You might, Rabbit, you might. Would I throw a lighted match if my friend Muggsy was in here? Boom. All right, Rabbit, you have convinced me. I'll look for Muggsy in the city. Would I stop on the stairs if my husband was directly behind me? You might, Rachel. You might. But would I stop on the stairs and kick my leg back? Nearly kicking my husband in the face? Oh, all right, Rachel. You've convinced me. Oh, I look at this as an accident this time. And then like 7 times later,
No. He's like, don't do that anymore.
She still does. I just learned.
Anymore.
You did it last night.
I did not.
Yes, you did. You did. You don't even fucking realize. Holy shit. Yes. You know, but she doesn't hold it as long. Before she would hold it, and like your forward momentum would almost like boom right into it. So now she holds it just enough for me to trip on my own feet trying to slow me down. And then she continues, and then you're like, did she do it or not? I don't know if she just did it, but I think she just did it because my whole momentum got fucked up. But oh Jesus. Shannon, I was trying to make this curse-free, and I take no responsibility. It's all
my fault.
It's all Auntie's fault. You heard it here first, folks. Blame it on the auntie. Holy shit, I'm exhausted now. Oh, laughing too much. All right, folks, it's a good time to wrap it up. I don't think we can top this little escapade. Listen, Rach and I, we're both vaccinated. There's a personal decisions that we made based upon our comorbidities, our health issues, and where we are in our lives. I am not saying anything about what you should do when it comes to the world of COVID, except use your common sense. If you claim that you would use this in game, my character wouldn't do that. Use your common sense when it comes to keeping yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends healthy and safe. I don't know what that entails. It entails different stuff for all of us because all of our situations are different, risk factors are different, our health is different. Just stay safe, all right? Be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice, knock on wood. I'll be back again tomorrow with a regular news update or thoughts on what's going on in the community. I will be back Wednesday night for the live stream. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God. It's the hot tea. I'll be back again on live on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. with Bad Mike. We have a special guest. We should have a special guest the next couple of weeks on Talking Crit. We're doing well. Gonna keep it ramping. Keep it ramping. All right, folks. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And yes, seasonal wear. Oh my God. All right. God help us.